What is one thing you wish you could change about your disability or diagnosis, if there is something?
This is very specific, but I wish I could stand up at my washing machine. I physically can't stand, but I wish I could stand up at my washing machine to do my clothes. If I could only stand to do that, I would be so happy. That is the biggest struggle for me. So if I could do that, if I could stand at my washing machine, whew, that's my biggest struggle right now with my disability, moving into my new apartment. My washing machine is so inaccessible that I can barely do my clothes for myself. That it's pushed against like this wall in a corner and it's an open top. So I basically, yeah, there's a whole thing to do my laundry. So if I could change one thing, I would change. That's probably not what I'd change, but that's what I'm thinking about right now. Yeah. I would actually, you know what? I'm going to change my answer. I know we probably have to move on, but I would change my chronic pain. Woo, I would get rid of this nerve pain. Yes.
I bet you will.
Yes, that's what I would do. I would get rid of the nerve pain.
Yeah, and nerve pain or accessibility stuff, and yeah.
If it was just about me, I thought you were just asking about me. If it was about everybody else, I would make everything accessible.
Yeah, that's like something we deal in every country, not just in the US or here or and everywhere. What is a misconception people have of your disability or diagnosis?
A lot of people will look at my friends to order, or look at somebody else to order, and I'm like, no, I can talk for myself. I think Steph Alieo, oh gosh, I really hope I pronounced that right. I've heard that she hates when people mispronounce her last name. Just did a TikTok about that, and it was like, talk to me, I talk back. But when like I go up to a counter and people don't talk to me, they immediately look to the person next to me, and I'm like, excuse me, I'm 29 years old. I can talk for myself.
Yeah. It's like, I'm still
I have a degree.
person.
Like, talk to me.
Yeah.
Actually, the person next to me is who I'm babysitting, or, you know.
It's like, yeah, I'm not a baby. It's like I'm a grown woman, or I can do my stuff.
I think people have a big misconception on what disability is.
Yeah, about men with disabilities. If you receive negativity about your disability in public, how do you deal with it?
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. If you receive negativity about your disability, how do you deal with that?
It really depends on the situation. If it's on the street, I just walk by. It's not gonna change my day. It's not gonna change theirs. I mean,
yeah,
they're an idiot. But if it's in a situation in which I can make some education, I will. Like this instance where I was downtown the other day and I couldn't get into the first store where there were steps up, and my mom was actually with me, and she went in. She said, well, you can't get in. They said that it's grandfathered in. And I said, no, I'd like to talk to her. Can you send her outside? And we had a conversation about the ADA and how it wasn't grandfathered into old buildings, and just educated her about the laws. And I think it opened her eyes to maybe talk to her landlord, because there was some old, like, I guess, shipping container areas that they had blocked off that would have made it ADA. We wouldn't have known that had we not had a conversation together. People that come and park in the, even if I didn't park there, but people that have parked or coming to park in the stripes, I'll have a conversation with them and say, hey, look, I'm in a wheelchair. If you park in these stripes, if I were to park here, I couldn't get out of my car. And I think they just don't know what those stripes are for.
Space.
So I think having just conversations with people, and that's maybe not negativity that I receive, but if I did receive negativity, I think coming back at it, I think I had somebody tell me once, you're never going to win a conversation when there's being a disagreement happening. So to say, look, this is my piece. I'm going to go my way. You're going to go your way. Give them your education and then walk away. Because you're not going to win in that moment in negativity. You're just going to get into an argument and you may get into an issue of maybe a bad situation. So you need to read each situation and do each situation accordingly.
Yeah, it depends on the situation.
Yeah, so just read each situation accordingly. And if somebody's open to being educated, educate them. If they're not, then maybe that's not the time to do it.
Yeah. How do you feel society treats people with disabilities or disabled people?
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. How do you feel society treats disabled people?
I think we're moving in the right direction. Even, 10 years ago, it was completely different. 15 years ago, it was completely different. 20 years ago, we were in a completely different situation. So I think we're moving in the right directions. I think not all countries are moving in the right directions. I think we have a far progress to go in other countries as well. But I think people treat people with disabilities now better. But I think a lot of the times we get, is this the right word, infantilized, but like treated younger or treated like we don't understand as much.
Like
I think we feel like we have to, like children, or like we have to, and then as ourselves, we feel like we have to prove ourselves more. So we feel like we have to do more schooling or do more of anything, push ourselves more to get out into society, to prove society wrong, to prove them that we're not what they think that we are.
Yeah. Why do you think it's important to raise awareness for people with or without disability?
I think it's important to raise awareness because we need to change society. We need to change the way society works to be more inclusive. Because when society is inclusive, it includes everybody. When I lived in Louisiana, I was at a house party and I was talking to one of the guys there, and it turns out he was building a bar downtown and he had no idea about people in wheelchairs. So he ended up building a ramp for me in a bar that was lowered. Turns out, he said, it was so easy to get my piano up that ramp. It's so easy to transport my musical equipment. Everybody loves the ramp. They love standing on it for the musical staff. The lower bar people love because some people don't like their feet hanging down. They've really, gotten good feedback from it. So when things are inclusive, everybody's included. You've never heard somebody say, I hate that curb cut. I don't like when curbs are cut. Or I don't like when there's a ramp there. No, like it includes everybody, and it makes it better for the business as well. So I think when people are included, everybody's going to be included.
Yeah.
You know, some people can walk up the stairs, but everybody can walk up a ramp.
Yeah. When we understand that, this will be a very inclusive world, I think.
Mhm.